Hello and welcome back to Quick and Healthy with Mr. G. Well, it's breakfast time again, and today I'm going to make something that you don't normally think of as a healthy food. I'm going to make French toast. However, this French toast is a little bit different. This French toast will be lower in cholesterol than normal French toast. It'll be high in fiber, and it'll be fairly low in fat, and not have a whole lot of calories either. Okay, to make this French toast, what we're going to use is not just ordinary eggs. We're going to use some egg substitute. These are known as egg beaters. These will help to lower your cholesterol if you're used to eating eggs, because where a normal egg has got, I don't know, about 75 to 110 milligrams of cholesterol, the egg beaters here have 0 milligrams of cholesterol and no fat whatsoever either. So what we want to do is we want to shake that up real good, and we want to pour a fair amount of egg beaters into sort of a flat, kind of microwave-safe bowl like that. The next thing I want to do, I used about half of that container there. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to take some skim milk. Now I don't use whole milk, I don't use 2%, I use skim milk here. And I'm going to pour about an equal amount of skim milk into the bowl here. So it's about a 50-50 mixture. Next, we're going to take some pure vanilla extract. I know I didn't start out by telling you what all the ingredients were, and I put in the pure vanilla extract, I probably put about a quarter of a teaspoon to a half of a teaspoon of that in. The next thing I want to do is I want to take some ground cinnamon, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to sprinkle some ground cinnamon in that, just to however you like it to taste. I probably used about 1/8 of a teaspoon of that. Now, we're going to take a whisk, a wire whisk, or a fork. I prefer actually the fork. And we're going to just start to mix all this together so that this forms like a nice egg mixture with some cinnamon in it, of course, and some vanilla. Now, my grandmother always used to put a dash of salt in here in hers, but I'll tell you what, I've taken that out of this recipe because I don't need the extra salt, the extra sodium. These are going to be pretty healthy French toast. We've also got here some sugar-free syrup that we'll be topping these with. Once that's all stirred up, now it's hard to get the ground cinnamon to actually mix up into the mixture. Just keep on beating that with a fork or a whisk until it kind of is sort of mixed up. It doesn't have to be completely mixed. The cinnamon doesn't have to be. Next thing I've got here is I've got actually a healthy bread. Believe it or not, there's breads on the market which are healthy breads. This is a potato bread made by Aunt Millie's, and it's called Healthy Goodness. Believe it or not, this has 3 grams of fiber per each slice of bread, no trans fat, and it's a good source of calcium as well. So a lot of fiber in that bread. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to take, well actually before I do that, let me tell you, I've got some grapeseed oil here in my spray bottle, in my little pump sprayer, and I'm going to spray our pan there pretty good with that grapeseed oil. Now we're going to take our pan, we're going to take it up to 250 to about 275 degrees for our electric skillet here. I know, you see me cooking with this electric skillet a lot, well I'm doing it again today. Now we're going to take our bread. Now this bread should not be real fresh. You kind of want to use bread that's kind of stale. In fact, this bread has been left in the refrigerator and it's about a week out of the sale date, which is fine. It makes it a little bit less mushy when you actually make your French toast. What you're going to do is you're going to take your bread and you're going to dip it in your egg mixture. You want to get a pretty good amount of egg mixture onto the bread, but you don't want it to be super saturated. Then, into the skillet, into the frying pan. Keep going here, another piece. Now people say, isn't that egg mixture all fake and synthesized eggs? No, it isn't. It's made from real eggs. It's just that they use mainly the egg white. So it's a lot healthier for you than just a regular egg. You're saying, Mr. G, you're going to put the egg people out of business. No, not really, because it's made with real eggs, so they require eggs to make it. So they're going to sell eggs to that company as well, so don't worry about the people out there producing eggs. They're still going to sell them, only to a company that will take the yolks out and use the whites. Now, I can usually get 4 of them in my pan here, so there's 3. And there's 4. And as these brown up, I'm going to pull you in closer so you can see exactly how they look. This is a super easy breakfast, and it's a lot better than the regular the regular French toast that you might make with whole eggs and whole milk and things of that nature. So, and with bread that isn't high in fiber and low in fat. So let me pull you in here and you can take a look at how it's cooking up here in the pan. Okay, there's our French toast cooking in our electric skillet. And I've turned them once already, and I'll turn them again, and then we'll taste them and see how those are. Very, very simple recipe for an early morning breakfast. Very little work involved, really, whatsoever. You can put cinnamon and sugar on them, you can put some fruit on top of them, or you can go ahead and just put on your sugar-free syrup. And you'll have a low-calorie, high-fiber, low-fat breakfast that everybody's going to enjoy. Almost forgot, you're probably wondering how long to cook the French toast. Well, in an electric skillet at about 275 degrees, like I mentioned before, or on your stove top. On each side, you'll need to turn them so they brown on each side. I would say that we probably had these in for a total of about 5 to 6 minutes, so about 3 minutes a side. You want your pan each time in between putting in more French toast, spray that with your grapeseed oil or your olive oil. And we're just about ready to enjoy these. So I think Cindy's going to come on in and we're going to have some French toast. See you in a minute. Excellent. We'll see you next time on Quick and Healthy with Mr. G.